Beginnings don't usually arrive the way we imagine them. They don't come with clarity, or momentum, or confidence. They arrive quietly, often carrying the same thoughts, the same habits, the same unresolved questions from before. And almost immediately, a pressure follows. A sense that something should feel different now. That something should have shifted simply because time has passed. As if starting requires distance from who you've been. There is an expectation that lives beneath most beginnings. It isn't always spoken, but it's understood. The expectation to reset, to redefine, to present a cleaner version of yourself to the future. The moment you consider beginning again, there's a quiet audit. What stays? What goes? What needs explaining? And suddenly, movement feels conditional. This is why beginnings often feel heavy instead of hopeful. They don't feel like invitations. They feel like evaluations, an unspoken demand to prove that you've learned, that you've improved, that you're no longer who you were when things didn't work. So before anything even starts, you're already negotiating your worth. There's a subtle form of shame embedded in the idea of starting over. It suggests that the past must be corrected, that continuity equals failure, that remaining recognizable means remaining flawed. So the instinct isn't curiosity, it's self-editing. You scan yourself for what needs fixing before you allow yourself to move forward. Reinvention is often framed as courage, as ambition, as growth. But beneath it, there's often fear. Fear that staying connected to who you were will somehow limit who you can become. Fear that without a dramatic shift, nothing will change. So the pressure builds to replace yourself instead of understanding yourself. Restarting over and over comes at a cost. It fractures your sense of self. It interrupts learning mid-sentence. It turns reflection into performance. When every beginning demands a new identity, nothing has time to integrate. Nothing has time to deepen. You're always beginning, but rarely arriving. I've noticed that the pressure to start over often comes from believing who we were wasn't enough to carry forward. That belief doesn't come from weakness. It comes from conditioning. Many people learned early that acceptance follows improvement, not presence. That love arrives after effort. That belonging is earned by becoming easier, quieter, better. So of course, beginnings feel conditional. Of course, there's hesitation. Of course, part of you wonders what must be removed first. What often gets overlooked is that nothing meaningful begins from nothing. Every step forward is informed by what came before. Every insight is shaped by what didn't work. Every moment of clarity is built on experience, not erasure. Continuity isn't failure, it's evidence. There is a form of courage that doesn't announce itself. The courage to continue, to remain intact, to carry your history forward without apology. This kind of beginning doesn't look impressive. It doesn't feel dramatic, but it's honest, and honesty creates stability. Growth has been misunderstood for a long time. It's often described as replacement, a better version replacing an old one. But real growth tends to be cumulative. It includes what came before and slowly reshapes its meaning instead of deleting it. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is disqualified. So if you're standing at the edge of something new and nothing feels resolved yet, it doesn't mean you're behind. It doesn't mean you failed. It means you're still whole. Beginnings don't require certainty. They don't require distance. They don't require reinvention. What if starting didn't mean leaving? What if it meant arriving as you are? With memory, with complexity, with unfinished chapters still open. Not promising transformation, not proving readiness, just allowing continuation to be enough. There is no reset button here, no clean break, no demand to be different first. Only the quiet possibility that moving forward doesn't require abandonment. This isn't a conclusion, it's an awareness. A moment of noticing how much effort we've spent trying to become someone else before allowing ourselves to move forward. Because sometimes the most meaningful shift isn't a decision, or a breakthrough, or a dramatic change. It's the quiet recognition that you don't need to erase your past to carry yourself into what's next. And maybe the question isn't, what do I need to change before I begin? But what part of myself have I been leaving behind that's still meant to come with me? Thank you for watching. This is Inner Frame Theory, reminding you to always look inward,